Listen up, rude boy. If you're a fan of the Sly Guy podcast, I don't know what that voice was. Probably should cut that. We're not going to because we're rolling in the deep here like Adele in a swimming pool. Guys, if you're a fan of the podcast and you want more, you think once a week you're just sitting there like a real angry, horny teenager. You're like, fuck, I need to have more. One's not enough. I need to just have 3 or 4. Blah. Subscribe to patreon.com/Sly Guy podcast. You get a guest episode every week. You get Dog Walks with Dave. You get the extra Sly Guy podcast. You get early access to this. You get vlogs. You get shows. You get it all. But you don't get it unless you sign up. It's only fucking £2. I know there's a cost of living crisis, but who cares? £2? Fuck me. Can't even buy a coffee for that anymore. But yet I'll come into your ears or into your eyes, whatever you want. I will do it, and I will make your week better. www.patreon.com/Sly Guy podcast. Guys, listen. It's 2022. It's not been an easy year for a lot of people. It hasn't been an easy couple of years, let's be fair. But before we reach the light at the end of the tunnel, there's going to be a few more dark days. And that's not to bring you down at the start of the podcast. Not at all. But I'm telling you that I have a way that can help you out. I have a little bit of a secret hack, you could say. It's not a secret hack. It's a sponsor of the podcast. And this week, the sponsor of the podcast is none other than Power to Switch. We all know times are tough. We all know there's a cost of living crisis. Things are not easy. But what I'm saying to you is you could save money if you swap deals on your energy provider. Now, what exactly can you do? What is Power to Switch? I will tell you. Power to Switch is the only energy service in Northern Ireland that will compare deals across all suppliers and take care of the switch as well. So if you're somebody at the minute, you get your bill and you go, oh no, this is ruined not only Christmas but my life in general. Oh, that's what Part of Switch is here for. They can get you a better deal by visiting their website www.partofswitch.co.uk/electricity-comparison/. A lot of things there, but if you go there, you can compare your current deal with other deals and get a better deal for yourself. On average, customers who switch with Power to Switch have saved £140 annually, which is what, like 4, potentially 5 tickets to one of my shows. Talk about a saving there. That would be a treat for you and a treat for me. What I would say to you guys is just take yourselves over to the website, compare some prices, have a look. There's no guarantee that you have to do it. Once you go on that website, you don't have to ensure you do the switch. It's just worth a look. Head on over to partofswitch.co.uk. Check it out now. See if you can get yourself a better deal on your energy suppliers. Because, hey, times are tough. We're friends and we're trying to help each other. Do you know what I mean? www.partofswitch.co.uk/electricity/comparison/ too many slashes. partofswitch.co.uk. I'll do it. Go there. Get yourself a better deal. Right now, look after yourselves. The Sly Guy podcast is brought to you in association with Modest Beer. These guys are not self-obsessed at all. They just make really great products and be like, there you go. There's no pomp, there's no pageantry. It's just, we make really nice beer because they're modest. That's their name, that's their mantra. They're modest. But I'm not. I'm an obnoxious narcissist, and I'm here to say this beer is mwah. If you're a German speaker, this beer schmeckt mir gut. Yeah, this beer is said delicious. I don't know if that's true. I got a D in German, who cares? But what I do know is Modest is delicious beer. Imagine if they served Modest at Oktoberfest. You just have women with steins and heavy hearts just bringing pints of beer to be like, yeah, have some Modest. Delicious. If you want to know more about Modest beer, and if indeed they are doing some sort of Oktoberfest themed event, they're not, head to their website www.modestbeer.co.uk. and you can find out all about Modest, what beer they have, where they stock it, where you can buy it. They've got merch there too. The merch is both sexy and sleek, and it is Modest too. By the way, they should send me some of their gear. That's a side note, but go to their website, check it out now, and follow them on all social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at Modest Beer. I love them, and you'll love them too.
I'm the Sly Guy.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this, the Christmas episode of the Sly Guy podcast with me, young Santa Claus. Only joke, it's not young Santa Claus, it's just Dave. I always host the Sly Guy podcast. I just happened to be wearing a red top today with a white t-shirt by complete fluke, and found a Santa hat. Realised I look like young Santa. Maybe it could be cast as young Santa in a movie of his life. Maybe it explains the fact that why an old guy travels around the world and gives every single kid a present. Hey-oh, super nonce. Anyway, that's a side point. What I do want to say, though, this week's episode of the podcast, I have a guest. It's my friend and yours, Colin Geddis. It's always great to have Colin on the podcast. This week was a Christmas treat from me to you. On Christmas Day, Santa comes down the chimney, doesn't he? The super nonce that he is, and empties his sack all over the floor as if he works in a spa up the fucking west somewhere. But that's a side point. This was a fun episode. My treat from me to you. It's me on a SLY podcast with my guest, Colin Geddis. I mean, I've not done well with this table leg at all.
That's why I had a table made, because it has a support bit in the middle, no legs.
I bought this off a single mother. Went around her house and went, "Here's your table."
Sure. Did she sign it too?
Yeah, she signed underneath it.
Help me.
Do you ever do like Facebook buy and sell? Like, do you ever
Never.
go to? No, because Catherine does it. She'll buy stuff and then will go to me. Can you go and get it? And I'm the least like welcoming guy to come to your door. I look like a paramilitary.
Yeah.
When I come to the door, imagine us.
Me too.
You have a fucking table for me.
Are we rolling right now?
Yeah.
It's
We're
good that I wore black and a black hat. Look
we're
like
just
a fucking
in.
just face.
Yeah, if you want, mate, because it's technically a Christmas episode, you could
Shine!
You could wear the Santa hat if you want, if you wish. Yeah,
what
I mean,
make is that? What's
Arsenal,
Arsenal?
mate. Ali, that's nice, isn't
I'm
it?
wearing it over the other hat just for the crack.
Fucking David Tell over here. Have you ever seen why does he wear a woolly hat and then a pea cap over the top?
Because it's New York. I think it's just freezing.
Ah, right, okay. I thought it was just a thing he did.
He gives off homeless vibes where he's just like wearing everything he owns
Yeah,
in one go.
the homeless New Yorker. I try to avoid them where possible.
That's why I live in Bangor. This is great.
I was actually
Festive.
just a couple of Christmas guys. I was in Belfast on Saturday for pints. I just didn't. I do
slowly
a wee,
gliding in there.
I do a wee intro, so I've done it already. That's the
right.
magic of podcast. I've already done it. I've said it. I've done it. I've done my reads.
Fucking
We're in.
fantastic.
So we're just chatting away.
Great.
Just let it off. Do whatever you want. Happy Christmas, Colin.
Happy Christmas, mate. Have you done anything Christmassy yet?
We went for pints at the weekend there, but it was not Christmassy. It just pissed me off.
Really?
Do you ever just go to the town and it's just too busy? On a Saturday night, it was stupid. Mid-afternoon, went into the Crown. It was just not a good time for me.
Nah.
I get into the place like that, and I just want to fucking sit down, out of the way, have pints.
I don't want the atmosphere anywhere. You know when people are like, I want a restaurant to have like people in it and bustling and give me. I'm like,
Yeah, no.
I want to feel like they haven't opened yet.
Yeah,
Sitting
I'm with
there,
you.
just chilling.
Yeah.
No music on.
Yeah, do you ever go on nights out and then like Maureen will say to you towards the end, she'll be like, "You look miserable," and it'll be like, "Yeah, I fucking am. I want to go home. I've had enough. The fun's been had. I just want to leave." And I'm like, "Well, stay for one more."
She hasn't. No, I don't think she's
No.
ever said that.
On Saturday, Catherine was like, "You look miserable," and I was like, "Yeah, I've drank enough. I've had too much. I want to go back to my bed.
I need a kebab.
I'm grumpy. Yeah, I'm just a grumpy
No,
old
what
man."
I do is like, I'll agree to do something weeks out, and then it'll be approaching, and I'll be like, "Man, what the fuck did I say yes for?" And then even on the day, I'll almost get like anxiety. Like, I don't want to go out. And I'll go out, and then I'll start drinking, and then the wheels will start turning, and then I'll be like, "I'll fucking, you go on home."
Yeah.
You go on home, and then
Yeah.
I'm out. But I just don't go. I haven't been out drinking in forever.
We're going out though for pints next week still. Yes.
What time are we kicking off at?
I'm open to whatever. I think an afternoon's the best plan. Maybe about
Afternoon?
at 2 o'clock. I'd even do earlier. My card is signed for the day, so whenever
Are you looking to take her right through to the early hours, or would you?
I'm happy enough. See now, I'm happy enough to just go for afternoon pints. See
Like
what
if I was
goes.
going out on Monday during the day, I would more than likely have to book somewhere to stay in Belfast, and I would be looking to go have my laughs, have my jolly japes, have the crack, get something horrific to eat, also enjoy the hotel.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
fair.
be in there like, mid evening.
No, what's good about that?
Hammered.
My sister is home for Christmas, and she is. And I mean this with love in my heart, and I hope she's not listening because she hates me and won't be. But bit of a bore. Usually she'll not be drinking. So usually, and again, it's a treat for me and it's a blessing in disguise. She likes to come and collect me, and it's great. So if I could book her at a reasonable hour, she's more civil.
That's the quality time you get to spend
That's
with
the
the
time
sister.
we want to spend with the sister. And
It's good to see you. Like after
yeah, she'd be like, "Don't speak to me, you're too blitzed." I'm like, "I know, I'm not, I'm fine." Last time I went out for an all-day session around Christmas, ended up in the Continental Market, and I had, I think, about 4 or 5 steins, and I did cry. by the end of the evening. I
The
cried.
price or the taste?
No, I mean just in general. I ended up at a bar with my mum and dad were out, and they met friends as well and called me over, and I don't know why I felt the need to call one of their mates an nonce, but I did, and I repeatedly called them a nonce. They bought me a pint, and I said, I've had enough, and I threw the pint. I was fuck out of control. And after that, I was like, I need to look at myself. Must have been about 10 years ago, that, but it was...
I have been at the market. That's a Christmassy
This
thing
year?
I've done. I'm lisping a wee bit here, Dave. I'm sorry, I got the teeth in. But yeah,
that sounded very sexual.
that's the most Christmassy thing I've done.
Yeah,
Take a child to market,
nice. And
drag him round by the hand.
what did you do at the market when you were there?
He said he wanted an ice cream, and I went, I don't think there is ice cream at a winter market, but we'll go look.
Yeah.
We'll certainly go look. So we did about 4 laps of the place, and I was like, "You excited for the ice cream?" Yep. He was totally in the zone, like, and I was just walking him. He goes, "Do you want to get an ice cream?" And I was like, "It's just up here."
Mm-hmm.
And we did about 4 laps. He never got the ice cream.
No. And did you get anything?
Got oh yeah, I mean, I had food, and I wasn't drinking or anything, like, but I had food and a macaroon bread.
Yeah, I fucked myself hard on Saturday when we were there. So we were out having a few drinks, and again couldn't settle anywhere. And I went to the market to get food. I had the currywurst, and everyone else had hot dogs, and I just basically got the sausage with no bread. Stupid move when you're on the pints, like. So I did have a tartiflette as well, and something else too. A tartiflette and shit.
Donde está what is that?
Have you had a tartiflette before? It's creamy potatoes
How the
with
fuck is
bacon.
that?
It's just fucking brie, chopped potatoes, bacon. Bon appetit, delicious.
Bone apple tea. What's it called again?
Tartiflette.
Tartiflette.
Tartiflette. And do you ever do that when you speak to somebody? You'd be speaking full Northern Irish, and then you'll just say the word and try to show off and hit them with the French.
Oh yeah.
I did that this time, because usually in the market the last time I was there, full French guys. Like, I imagine they travel around Europe being French, dishing out French grub. I was going, well, can I get the tartiflette? And he goes, aye. I was like, alright, mate, fuck. Made dick myself out, didn't I?
You see, I went to the like Asian one, so I was like, "Gong bao!" like shouted this guy. "Please, mate, gong bao, chicken."
But have you seen the guy? You must imagine you love this guy. He does the bus tours, nation guy, full Belfast accent.
Oh, nice.
Startling. You know, first time you see that's not what you expect. You're like, wow. And he's like, alright, mate. Yeah,
I think people are amazed with it over here because the accent is particularly gross.
Yeah.
You know, you see someone like, my name is fucking Svetlana, I'm from Poland or something. It's funny because it's mixed with here.
Yeah.
Because there's plenty of fucking like English people that sound a wee bit like where the other place they're from, but it's fine. But it's just because it's here.
Aye. It's fucking stinking our voice so much.
Did you go to the Christmas market, lad? Did you?
But I was thinking about it.
Dirty fillet.
It's like, you know where you have, like, he's a Chinese man with an Northern Irish accent. I would love to see, like, just Caucasians, white people who are raised in China. That's what I want to see, like, people doing the Chinese accent and being allowed to.
I mean, I've
I'd love
watched
to see it.
a bunch on my podcast, The White Jamaicans.
Is that just Chet Evans? Or not Chet Evans. He's the rapist. Chet Hanks.
Chet Hanks?
Yeah. Oh.
No, he's American, but you get like, I saw this guy was about 50, and he's like, people now believe that my accent is real.
Oh.
Me been living in Jamaica since I was a child.
The only thing I have seen was a woman, of course, who went to sleep and woke up and she's like, I speak with a Chinese accent now. That was, but I've not seen a full Chinese person.
I've seen a version of that where the girl was American and she, I don't know what the fuck happened to her, but she woke up with the English one. But it sounded like, you know the bit in like, what movie is that? Or Sarah Marshall, that one. He's like, you sound like you're from England. Yeah. So like, you sound like you're from London. Yeah. That was the girl.
Her voice.
I just woke up and I was from England.
Did you have a stroke?
Maybe. Something.
To me, accents are the funniest things. See, if you hear it, I love it. Can't get no, but you can't laugh at it anymore. Fuck's sake.
You can't do the voices.
Good accent.
You can't do anything in character. Somebody. That's a fair point. Nothing funny is getting made anymore because you can't make fun of anything.
But that's coming back, isn't it? That's going to come back.
Blind Boy was on his podcast. He was like, every sitcom had a character that had autism.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? And he goes, Friends have Phoebe. You got Sheldon in fucking Big Bang.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, it's just it's a weird mate. That's the dynamic. That's why it's funny.
No, have you seen this guy before? I have not, but I like the look of it.
Singaporean?
Yeah. Singaporean white boy.
Look at this tartiflette over here.
It sounds like a good rap name, the Singaporean white boy. Oh,
don't we give an Xbox anymore? Money?
Fuck's sake.
Out of here.
Oh dear. Monday. What's Monday? Make spreadsheets. There you go, guys.
There we go. Did you get a wee ad card, bro? Pay for a wee ad card. It's one-off payment. No more ads.
Ever? How much?
think it's about £30 forever.
Nice. I mean, I like the look of Shannon Ross, a Singaporean white boy.
Okay, we're gonna meet with an American boy today. He's pretty unique because he speaks English and it's pretty.
So American TV to have that angle off, you know, like we filmed like this.
Like the real world.
Yeah.
Because in local schools, only one person had to do anything. Always stand out one. China, same thing. For me, Jingfa,
golden hair.
golden hair.
White cunt.
Oh, that's the reverse of like Gary. You know, when they come over here, full Chinese guy. Who's this? Oh, this is Gary. This guy's Ting Pao.
So Tyler, if you ever go to a hawker center, I'm sure
What?
you're speaking English. Are they ever surprised?
Very power.
He looks like Phil Taggart and looks like he's in character. That's good fun. There we are. Little crack that there. More of it. Bring it on. Bring it on.
But it's like any, you know, if you took a child in anywhere, they would be speaking that way in a week.
Yeah. Which would be good if they found Madeline McCann now. She just had a new voice. Like, and then,
living in Jamaica
instead of her being like all
with
sad,
me
it's like
fucked
she's
up
gone.
eye.
There you go, bingo, it'd be great. And that would be the new story everyone wants. Because I don't know about that, but the whole Madeline McCann thing makes me a wee bit under the weather. Colin, I don't like it.
It's not good, and I've looked way too far into it, and I've listened to way too many conspiracy podcasts, and it goes right back.
What do you think happened? You don't hear what I think happened? I think her parents went out for pints and a paedophile took her. That's what I think happened.
Yeah,
There you go.
I would say so. And then just like, you know, there's far too many dodgy cunts who like have houses in that place in Portugal and all. Like, who was the other dude? Lived nearby. He's a real shifty pedo.
I just know the guy that I think he's dead now, or they thought there was a guy that a prolific pedo in that part. And I think he just took her. But see, have you seen? Like, I watched the documentary and it made me sad because obviously she disappeared before I had kids. Now I've got kids who are little girls. It's the most horrible thing in the world to imagine. I was like, that's the worst thing that could ever happen. But back in the day, like, I was left all the time on holidays. My folks would be like, we're away, fucking, see you tomorrow. I'd be like, dead on. Don't go to bed or you get raped. Alright, sorry. Not
What
by my dad,
age
but
are we
by-
talking then?
8, 9, but albeit they went next door to a party.
Yeah.
But my dad did tell me that there was a guy who would come and get me, a guy called The Beast of Jersey, which was there was a book there, and when I got older I read the book, and he was just a child molester.
Yeah, Jersey's a big rapey hole as well.
Yeah, I know.
I watched a fan made documentary about, there was some like orphanage or something there.
I hope to look around.
Yeah. And they were literally like, oh yeah, sure, the Queen Mother, and all, and fucking a load of like MPs came here and took kids out for like a day out, and then they were like, they didn't really count them on the way back.
Yeah.
Most of them are in the sea. So.
And that's where I met Jimmy Savile too. Was back in Jersey back in the day when I was 16.
Did you meet Jimmy Savile?
Yeah, I squirted him in the face with a super soaker. True story. Yeah, I've told it in the podcast many a time. But
So we're like, get away.
no, he loved it. He was good crack. That's the thing. You judge people when you meet them. When I met the guy, sound. You know, could have got me in trouble. Didn't. Albeit I was fat with a beard, so he probably.
It's what a fucking. I mean, have I watched every second of Jimmy Savile's story since he was Saved by the Bell there?
But I don't get why does they have to wait? Why do they have to wait until he's dead for that to come
because
out?
they're it's happening again with fucking whatever his name is. Beep it out.
Yeah, beep.
But like, what happens is they get these like super injunction-y things where everybody's too scared to like say anything because you'll get like smashed by the legal system.
Yeah.
And then they die, and he's like, "Oh, he fucked everybody." Yeah.
Which I mean, you should. Is there no way the police could be like, listen, let's have a chat. If you're if you're a prolific, if you're a nonce with numbers, let's have a chat.
Oh yeah, but I mean, sure. They fucking, you know, it's like anyone who has like a, you know, say what's that term, like a confidentiality thing.
Yeah.
Like if you're talking to like a therapist or a doctor or something.
Oh, patient confidentiality.
Patient confidentiality unless someone's life is at risk, and then they're allowed to say it. So even if someone's like sworn like an oath, and then they're like, "Listen, I just feel depressed at the minute because I can't just kill my kids."
Yeah.
But so I think I'll kill them to, you know, to make myself happy, and then go, "That's very cool. Listen, he's a fucking lunatic."
Yeah. No.
But they can't do it in real life if there's like.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's I was somebody recently one night was tried here for something, and it was like it might have been a rapist, or it was a pedo or a rapist or something not sweet, and he got like 5 years, and you're going, like, see if anyone did anything to my girls, I'd wait and I get them longer.
Yeah, 5 years. You'll chill for 5 years.
Yeah, and then you probably do longer. You know what I mean? You can't just.
That's it. That's the weird thing.
Yeah, which I just you know, the good
Cain
thing.
Velasquez is out of jail. Did you hear that?
No, but I love that from him.
Yeah.
Like, did he shoot the guy or did he just chase him, beat the
So
fuck
he
out of him with
chased
a
the
gun?
guy who was in the car with like his dad. And
So what was the story? Cain Velasquez, the UFC former heavyweight UFC champion, there
Phenomenal fighter.
Was somebody at like touching up his children or
Yeah,
molesting his children?
someone like sexually assaulted his daughter or something, and he went after him with a gun. Chat shit, get banged,
Yeah.
my friend, UFC heavyweight champion.
Yeah, it's a bad day at the office for that nonsense. Then It's
Yeah.
like, oh, fuck.
You know, who's that? Who's your dad?
Ah.
Cain Velasquez. So he chased the guy and shot at him, missed him, hit the dad, didn't kill him, but it was like attempted fucking.
So what was the dad just being sound from his pedo son, just trying to drive
Well,
him
they were
away?
just, you know, he was,
just mind his own business.
he was just tracking him down wherever he would
Yeah.
find him, and it happened to be he was driving along in the car with a dad.
Why is Cain Velasquez bringing a gun? Like he just needs to go and strangle him to death.
Yeah, just
Fucking
fucking big
destroy him.
suplex on his neck. Kill him.
Yeah, but I mean, you have to get away with that. I think. Like, imagine.
Well, he did. He got out.
Yeah.
He was on some sort of like parole for a year.
Good man.
Yeah, good.
Here's the
that's,
Cain.
That's it.
That's what
Cain
you wanna
Velasquez,
see.
no water left. Fuck's sake. Cain Velasquez. That's it. You know, you wait for those moments in life
Yeah, they're the key bits.
when you fuck with a wrong guy.
Yeah. How do you think?
You'd shit blood if you find that.
Oh,
you know, you're
imagine-
like, I'm getting away with this, and then someone's dad's like, "Yeah, this is actually a trained murderer."
Yeah, it's like that story that was doing the rounds. I don't know whether it's true or not about your man going in, the landlord who worked in a Spar, going into people's houses and pulling the wire himself.
Yeah.
Imagine you're just going about your business in the shop and someone's like, got a video of you. Like,
Was it?
then what? Is that me? Oh, aye, you're lying in my bed, sniffing my wife's cakes, pulling the wire yourself. Fuck.
I seen it. Like there was a video doing the rounds. The only one I seen was him just like, I don't know if he's wanking or pissing on the carpet.
Yeah, and he's rubbing it in.
Yeah, just kicked it over with his foot.
He didn't even look like he had a boner. You know?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just-
No, he definitely didn't. It didn't even look like he had a
just-
penis.
Yeah. He just
Looked like he was pulling his pubes on them ass.
just stomping it. Just slapping his dick.
You're seeing here, Davey, flicking your bean here. In someone's house. We were talking about that backstage at the Strand. I was like, what sort of knickers are you sniffing? You know, is it like, you know, fresh enough ones, or has someone just finished like a 14-hour shift in the hospital?
Yeah, I imagine that. Or a 14-hour shift, like being like a post office clerk, just sitting there all day farting off.
Yeah.
Eating Snickers.
I was in a place, so I'll not mention it, but a small office for a, you know, whatever appointment we had, and definitely someone was just chuffing away before we get in there. Oh, we don't normally get visitors in here. Just blasting them all day. Fan heater on, you know, cooking them.
I did one recently, and it was I tried to hide it with a cough, and I just totally fucked up the time. So I was like, "Fuck," you know, and then you laugh and just go.
Did you ever see the video of McCann? We were backstage at like a gig in Cookstown, I think it was Cookstown, and he like farted, and I laughed, and he farted again, and then I was going to get the camera out to film him, and he goes, "He's filming that," and he starts laughing, and as he laughs, he goes like that.
Speaking of, how much if someone came up to you with just a blank checkbook and was like, "You need to huff McCann's kicks." After at 8 o'clock in the evening, you just need to give him a sniff. How much are we talking? I imagine he would have a good, strong smelling cack on him, like.
Or not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You might just be one of them freaks.
Yeah, just startle you. But
Like I'm you
$5
know,
grand.
$5,000. Yeah, we'll do it for $5,000 for the laugh, like we'll do it for the vlog. I'm only sniffing them, not fucking eating them or anything.
Oh well, hey, the guy comes back with more dough. How much the? Oh,
He might be, yeah, he's one of those weird, like, hairless, you know, doesn't sweat type. Like, if you wearing
Yeah.
like, in the middle of summer, you'd be wearing, like, a fucking windbreaker coat, and you're like, I would be lashing with sweat
Yeah.
right now. So he's one of those guys, I don't know.
because I've said before, I'm one of the guys who you look at and go, he does this stinking shit. Nah, don't.
No.
Shit's pretty
I
clean.
think me and you are quite clean boys for big,
Yeah.
hairy boys.
We do. And I think as well.
Like, people talk about stinking cat. I don't think I've ever, you know, people talk about, like, fucking skid marks in your cat. Never in
Yeah.
my life.
No.
Never in my fucking life, ever.
No, you know who does have skid marks though? Your kids. Those guys. They'll be like last week. Holly goes to me, "Dad," and I was like, "Yeah." She goes, "Dad," and I went, "What?" She goes, "Have a problem here."
She said that?
Yeah. And I went, "What's the problem?" She goes, "There's poo in my pants." And
You're not the only one.
Walked in the bathroom. She was like, "Fuck, I don't know how this." And I said, "Well, I know how it happened. It's pretty straightforward how it happened. You shit yourself." She was like, "Yeah, don't know." So then I called over. Well, I left her to school. I thought she was grand and went in, and I'd said to the teacher, I was like, "Listen, you know your accent earlier, just keep away and things." And as I was taking her coat off, I remember looking at her face. She was going, like, "Oh no," like something that, but said nothing. And no sooner as I got back in the car, phone rings, said another accent, and then I said, "Oh," and she goes, "Yeah, see, whenever you were taking my coat off, happened again." I was like, "Yeah, so you must have had a wee stomach bug or something." Got her, but she didn't say anything. Just went into class for 10 minutes. Like, "Oh no, what the fuck did I do here?"
I'm absolutely filled with drugs.
Yeah. And then, but what's so funny? She's at the age now where she rationalises things, and cause I'm not a piece of shit, I didn't fucking beat the head of her and go, "You fucking this." I was like, "Mistakes happen, don't worry." So then later she's like, "Listen, Daddy, it's all right. Mistakes happen. We'll get over it." I'm like, "Yeah, we will. We'll just move on."
On that note,
Yeah. But then she's smart enough. I thought if she knows she can get out of school by shitting herself, she might.
have
just
you to go
start.
get her and take her out? Oh,
Yeah.
she was obviously like sick. She wasn't just shining her pants for the crack.
She had a bad stomach, but then I thought, like, if she knows that'll happen, she might just go, "That's fucking can be fucked with."
It'd be great if it just became a problem like your whole life.
Yeah.
You know, you're just like, listen, bit of a stressful scenario.
I mean, that's the next move. You know, people nowadays, obviously mental health, quite rightly, is being put to the forefront, and people are taking it on board nowadays. You'd be like, "I'm just a week old, like."
Yeah.
We can talk about it.
No,
just
I mean,
be
at
open
the end
about
of the
it.
day, you can't. It's the last thing you can argue about.
Yeah.
You know, if people are like, "I've got mental health problems," they'll be like, "He's taking the piss. Like, they can't fucking, you know, he's fine."
Yeah.
You know, people question everything.
Yeah.
Women's problems, fuck off. See if you just ring up and be like, "I am shitting everywhere."
Yeah.
Listen, Janine. Listen to me.
Yeah.
I'm
remem-
shitting up my back.
I lost a rag once when I was working many moons ago, and I was working on on phones taking repair calls, and you had to log out anytime you need to go for the toilet, and they time you and
Go for a toilet.
So I was like, "I'm wait to loo here." Came back, and the boss was like, 15 minutes. That was a long pee, and I went, "Oh, it wasn't a pee," and she went, "Oh, a poo," and I just went, "No." And sat down. Never heard another word about it.
What a fucking what Nazi camp are you working at?
Oh, but listen.
That was a long pee. Fuck off.
Yeah, you see, but like there'll be the sort that would go in and go, "Yeah, good, yeah."
Yeah.
But then there was a dude I used to work with, and I actually had to go to my boss about it because I don't know what the fuck the shits he did, like they would have made you heave, like.
Oh yeah.
But the thing was, the guy would have gone in and eaten his lunch while doing these stinking shits. So he'd be going in eating a fish supper, just fucking. So you'd be going in, you'd be smelling, you wouldn't know whether the vinegar's actual vinegar or just the smell of his oysters. Like, you don't know what's going on. It was absolutely stinking.
There was a guy I used to work like when I was like a fucking work experience type guy in a like film place, and there's a guy and like clockwork. And I know the dude like enjoyed a drink. Like,
Yeah.
He would finish work and go on the pints like, and every day it was just like last foot, and then just getting it up, and it was like 10:15 every day.
Yeah.
And you couldn't go near the box for about an hour.
Did I ever tell you about the fella I work with?
Stankin'.
My very first day in work was this guy called, and I mean, I've not heard of him. If he's out there, big shout out to him.
You dirty cunt.
But the first day, I mean, I'm like, you know, when you see someone, you go, "Big man's fond of us up." Like, you know, you look at him, he's got red eyes, red face,
Yeah.
you know, yellow long fingernails. The guy likes to drink, big beard.
Yellow long fingernail.
And I went in. There's this woman, like a nice motherly type woman, showing me about the first day, and she's blah blah. And this is where you have lunch and all. Came in for lunch. She goes, "Oh, there's your lunch," and I was like, "Oh fuck, do you make your lunch every day?" She goes, "Just for," and I was like, "Oh, for you special, are you?" And he sort of went, and she went, "No, we just look after him." All right, okay, no bother. So then a couple of days, weeks passed. I went for a shit and whatever. It's the only toilet I've ever been in that the cubicle is split there. So if you're straight ahead, you know, the cubicle instead of side by side, you would have been facing if you lifted the cubicle. It would have been just facing shit. So I was in just shitting my own business some morning, and I just heard the door go bam, 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 bam. Cubicle door shut. I was like, okay, and I just heard, "Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, you've got this. Come on." And I was going, "Look, what's he doing in here?" And I heard like slapping his face, going, "Come on." I was like, all right, okay, what's he at? Just disappeared. I think just sculled a 10 glass or something, and he was just trying to work and get through it.
Oh my
And
god.
then fast forward about another week, I was in typing up the desk. One of my mates comes in, he goes, "Come and see us." And we used to work just opposite where Dirty Onion is, the office there on Hill Street. And he comes in and he's like, fuck you, is he? And I was like, right. So we went out, fuck, what's that, this cloth here? Where the gates are, just beside. Fuck's sake. We're standing, like, in
Could give his real name out.
in a squat position, but hey, he's got a surname, but he was holding onto the railings, and he was just hanging back, like
Like he's windsurfing.
yeah. And we were like, "Are you all right?" We didn't know what to do. We're like, "You want to go to work?" And he was like, "No, I don't." It's like, all right. So then we sort of helped him up and called the lady who was like
Steaming,
helping him.
like?
Oh, I rode off at 8:30 in the morning. It was Christmas, to be fair to him, but then I think that was the last we saw. I think that was it.
Fucking nuts.
So
you don't know what people are going
But-
through. People
no, but you know
trying
what?
to function out there.
I hope he gets in touch and goes
What an
out.
obstacle a 9 to 5 is when you're trying to be hammered all day.
Yeah, but now I used to work as a security guard that just did it. He just sat at the front, wee old fella, just drinking a fucking 2-litre cider every day, and everyone knew he was at it, and it's just respect. And anytime there's any business kicking off, he'd come in and go, "Is everyone all right in here, boys? Mate, don't worry about it, mate. We got it covered."
There's so much, like, see, it's not a big thing anymore, but like, I'm sure it was very the norm, like 80s, 90s, but just drinking at lunchtime.
That was great.
I couldn't do it at all though.
No, unless it was a Christmas, you could go out for a couple.
But
And then
I
go
would
back.
just be, there's no fucking way I'm going back. If I had 2 pints and go back, I'd just be like sleepy. If I had 3, I'd quit the job.
Yeah, no, that's
If I
fair
had 3 or
point.
4, I'd just be like, yeah, I'm not going back. Yeah, suck my dick.
And it comes Monday, you're like, sorry about that. It was a good time at the time.
I know. Pranked you.
But see, that's what I miss a wee bit. I've just gone on a year of being a full-time employed guy or a self-employed guy, and I got a phone call from a guy I used to work with today. I was like, "Oh, just saying we're doing office drinks on Friday. If you want to come in." And I was like, "Fuck off! No, I don't know. I'll pop in if I can." But it's like you miss that sort of thing. You're like, "Fuck, that was good crack too."
I remember leaving a job. It was like a part-time job when I was younger, and about 3 months later, still going to Christmas Day.
Yeah,
And I hadn't worked there in months.
but it's good fun. Christmas days were great back in the day. Like,
Yeah.
But then see when you
Couldn't
see
have
it,
any crack me out me, as cunts. Here we are.
but see whenever you go back now, like see when I was out on Saturday, I was like going, a lot of people are going to have strong regrets tomorrow. You just think of Christmas, you just get too drunk. They're fucking snogging people, shitting, fingering fellas and stuff. It's just a rough time. Yeah. And they're bladdered.
What is it like gives people the fucking horn like a Christmas Day?
I know. But it's wild, like.
There'd be just some dude who's like, 28, just riding some 50-year-old because he's like, well, when
Yeah, it's Christmas, isn't it?
jingle bells.
No, as a guy, like, who I worked with, an absolute legend, and I mean, he just didn't give a fuck. Like, his wife also worked in the same building, and I remember one night he was just going back and forward between snogging someone out the back of Fibber McGee's and just sitting with her and the rest of her crew in
Snogging
Robinson's.
is great. And
Just like,
it's a great word.
it's snogging a bit. It
Snogging.
was wild.
There was a certain comedian who I'll not mention. Because this is the problem with this country. You could probably connect the dots in some way, shape, or
Yeah.
form. But he was like, this comedian was telling me about being on a Christmas do, and something happened between a manager and someone at the Christmas do, and we were joking about it on a podcast, and he literally was like, "Please do not put that." He's like, "That will like ruin lives if that goes out." And
Did
word
it?
gets about.
No.
And I took it out.
All right.
I actually put it up, and he told me to take it. He's like, "That has to come out," and I just deleted it straight away.
Well, you can tell me about it after. I'm keen to know this.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, like when I was working in B&Q, that was the worst place of all time for that sort of shit.
Absolute fuckfest.
Like just young people,
Fuckfest
and then all
5000.
Epstein guys, just managers, just getting into wee 16-year-old till girls. I was like, oh, aye.
Yeah, that's why.
That's wild.
Yeah, I worked in another place and it was similar.
But no,
Not B&Q, but
home base.
Texas. Do you remember that?
Screw fix.
No, I remember like people were like drinking at this Christmas do, and then people had rooms in this hotel.
Oh,
Right, and then people were back there drinking on this. Some wee girl he was working the till, was probably like 19 or something. Was all hammered and like fell over, fucking dress up, and this like random like so I was told this, I wasn't even in the room, but like apparently the guy who was like not even full time in that shop would just go around shops, like a regional guy. Was in there, and she's like, and these girls are all having a laugh. She fell over it, and this guy just went straight for the box, apparently.
yeah. Oh wow.
And everyone's like, Jesus Christ, man! Like pulled him off. What are you doing? And he was just like, oh, I'm so drunk.
I thought he's just trying to get mouth to mouth and got his fucking bearings
No,
wrong.
he just fucking lunged at it, full nosedive.
Oh wow, like that's next level horny. Like you're like fucking.
Just can't. Yeah, just literally just. I'm going for it immediately.
I worked with an old guy who took photos, and it was like no, and he's like, oh fuck. So some of the girls in the office, if he liked them, he would just take photos. He never turned his fucking his wee shutter off.
Yeah, there's no subtle way to
No,
do it.
so there was one day we were just all around team meeting, and someone went to the printer, like one of the secretary went to get a printer to print something, and it's all quiet. She's walking over. She was like, "Can you just take a photo of me?" And he was like, "Nah."
Glasses at the end of the photo.
Because he was
No.
the same sort of old fuck that would have done, that sort of photo like mums would do. Like,
Aye.
boom, and he would just be like, yeah. And then I think
Tell her to
eventually,
say, Linda, stand still. will you?
yeah, there you go. I think eventually he got sacked.
Oh, really?
Yeah, believe it or not. But I mean, back in the day, you'd just perverts flat out. It was great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I worked in Curry's
Mhm.
at one point, and it was large, intimidating men
Uh-huh.
and hot young chicks.
Yeah.
Because like, who's gonna make sales?
Yeah.
Like
Those two,
like some
demographics.
cunt like leaning over you going, "I just buy the TV," or like some girl going like, "This would be so cute if you had this fucking
Yeah.
like $6,000 plasma, which is gonna be out of date in a month."
Yeah, and you'd be like, well, I mean, if I get the plasma, does that mean we can go on a date? Or and she's like, nah, but just take okay. So,
It's a bit like, do you ever watch Eastbound and Down?
yes.
He's like, "That's Ashley, our closer.
Yeah.
You know, she'll fucking suck your dick."
Yeah, no, it is like I worked in sales briefly, and there was a guy I worked with who, I mean, I'd love to see him again, because do you ever see guys in like your life and go, I've made them up in my head, like I've dreamt this guy. Like one of the first days I was in, I asked him his name and he told me it, and he goes, I say his name's fucking Chris. He goes, "My name's Chris, but people just call me the power surge." And I was like, I didn't even know what a power surge was at the time, but like he did MMA and stuff, and he's like, "Just call me the power surge." I was like, all right. I was just working on my desk computer, and a phone just came over my head. I was just a full like spread eagled woman, and he was like, "Do you like that, do you?" And I was like, yeah. He goes, "That's my missus." I was like, all right, mate. Wow, all right, that's a lot of fun. And he would just do that, like, so he'd be sitting there and just the phone would come over. He goes, "Do you got a cock?" And I was like, "No." He goes, "Is yours?" "Yeah, it is." I was like, all right, okay. So he just kicked about for a bit and then got left.
I mean, like 90% of Mickey's sexual partners over the years, I've also seen their vaginas and tits.
Like, just in real life or what?
No one like get it over with.
Big swinger.
No,
Mickey.
like fucking videos and shit. It's
Yeah.
like fucking. But I remember like when we were in school, and I mean like color screens on phones
Yeah.
had just come out with a very basic camera, and I remember there was a dude in my year was like way ahead of everyone on the like, "Oh yeah, I've got a proper
Yeah.
girlfriend and I'm fucking riding the life out of her," and everyone else was like, "Well, good. Yeah, me too, man."
Yeah.
You know, like, and he was like fucking just showing it. He was just like, "I look at that shit. I'm a new phone," and it's
Yeah.
just him lying with it, the old banana cock up
Yeah.
this way, and this girl's ass on. I'm like, I can't even believe.
Yeah.
How do you get yourself in that situation? I'm
Yeah.
skateboarding. I'm out here skateboarding, and you're shagging women.
Yeah, it's a different
it
sort of
over.
half pipe she's great.
Fucking shove it in her ass. All right,
Yeah.
I guess that's just real.
But that's like times have changed, because back, I suppose, whenever we were in school, that'd have been the form here. Nowadays, you'd be like, that's a crime. You're going to jail for that.
It should be. Yeah, it should be. People are getting
Yeah.
too loosey goosey with it.
Yeah.
I seen a headline. Was it Vice or it probably was Vice? They've gone to the dogs, but it was literally like how to have a career in no face porn or something.
Right. Okay.
So like you can fully.
Listen.
So it was like, I didn't click it because it was one of those go to the thing and in the
Yeah.
bio one, but it was like how to shoot porn for like probably like OnlyFans, but no one knows who you are.
Yeah.
But get yourself a niche,
Yeah.
but not show your face. Which
And
kind of ideal, really.
Do you learn anything?
I should try and find it and read it. It'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Because there's people, if you fall into a niche, like I guarantee if you're like, thick, hairy boys
Yeah.
pulling their wire, there might be billions of people in the world searching for that.
Yeah. And all you need's a couple of million to subscribe for a quid or something.
That's it, not even.
Yeah.
Sure, there's people making. No, it makes me laugh though. Fucking Catch Me Outside girl.
Yeah.
The night she turned 18, she started an OnlyFans, and she made like fucking 100 million overnight or something. I might be making that up, but it was
A lot of
an
dough.
astonishing amount of money.
Yeah.
Which is like
A lot of nonsense out there being like, whoa.
someone. Well, that's it. Someone was asking like, "Do you think these people should be in jail?" She's like, "Yeah."
But she'd be like, then you've no dough. If these pervs are in jail, you're
I know,
skint.
it's creepy.
Oh,
like,
did you
if
see-
you can live with it, if you can go like, listen, I'm in a yacht right now, and it's paid for by fucking incels.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for that.
See you later, bro.
Let me see. I want to see if I can find this thing.
Be a fun experiment, though, wouldn't it?
Let's see if you could do it.
Just get a luchador mask on and fucking oil your cock up, and then go find out whatever category that's in.
Yeah.
Thick boy bear.
I mean, it's a good experiment. Let's pitch
You know, gimp mask on.
Yeah.
And then people are like, man, I'm so into this, and fucking. What if you did it for a joke, and then all of a sudden they're like,
just starts.
shit, I have 1,000 people paying me now.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be an interesting one to go to your wife with. You'd be like, listen, yeah, I've got this income stream. It's just, I've got a side hustle. What is it? I stick a Rey Mysterio mask on, pull the wire myself. And how much you get in the month? 17 grand. I mean, work away.
Yeah.
You know, I think should be all right. I'll see if I can find this. Hold
Work
on.
smarter, not harder, my guys.
Can
I get a water from over there?
Do you want one?
Aye.
Where? Let's go. I should have actually given you one at the start.
I'm very aware that I had a black coffee there, and then my mouth just feels like.
There you go.
Thank you, mate. We get it all here at the SLY guy.
I went and bought a load of them there today to be a good guy for the guests, and then just didn't give you one. So just teased you, just popped it over there. I mean, last Google, hardcock porn. I'll show you why. There was
the next
a
photo is you jizzing on your own belly. I don't know.
no. We had a little bit of banter with Willie yesterday, and we were thinking of potentially a parody. You see,
Give me head, please.
so I just made that picture to pop off to him, and yeah, so that's why I needed
That's great.
to.
Did you hear about this?
Pastor
dude?
Smegby there?
Did you hear about this guy? So, I think his name's Steve Bear or something.
Yes,
What
I've
was
heard.
he on? I don't even know what he was on.
Because I didn't know. Was he on Love Island or something, or was he on
It must have been.
one of those type things? But I've heard of his case because I know the girl. So he was what? He was having sex with a girl, but filmed it on CCTV. That's what happened.
Oh, was it?
And then didn't
I
he
thought
put
it was like he had a tape and
Yeah.
then broke up with this girl and then was like putting on OnlyFans, making money from it.
I think it was. I think he'd done it on CCTV, then showed her.
Oh, cool.
And then she was like, "Yeah, here, don't be doing anything like that." And he was like, "All right." And then I think he put it online. This was going to say
Anyway,
to
I
here,
was
like,
sitting
see,
brunch yesterday talking to my wife about
Uh-huh.
it, and she goes, she's like, it's so weird, no? And I went straight away, went on the Twitter. Dude's like standing there with a pair of like lycra pants on with a big hard on out the side, and then it cuts to this girl like sucking his dick. It's not even his dick.
no.
It's like he's got his dick inside a fake dick. I know a real dick when I see one.
Because you remember those
It
big
was
dicks?
shiny like plastic and had no colour difference the whole way up it.
Do you remember those old dicks that used to be on porn for a while, and then they were like the monster cocks, and they were huge, clearly fake ones, but they had like gallons and gallons and gallons and gallons of jizz.
Yeah.
Is that what he's working with?
Not even worse quality than that. Just
Oh.
a nice shiny pink dildo with his dick in it.
But yeah, my motto is, listen, if you're going to put sex videos online, get them, everyone to sign a wee form. They will all agree with it, and you're just consensually putting it online. Stephen Burr. This is all I want to show here. Some woman was putting their weight loss on it. On the internet. I was like, hey, we're doing well in Slimming World. Pops that in the Slimming World group.
60, what does she weigh? 61 kilos?
61 kgs. Yeah, and then just
Just fucking got
full
the,
minge.
got
Yeah.
the old McMuffin in the shot too.
But did you see, what was the one? Was it in our comedians group for a bit? But there was some mum had actually, she had like, we've got a group which is like our like the kids class, P1 class group. So if you're doing parties or something, you're on there. But some mum accidentally
Fuck all
sent
that.
a video just of her full minge into like
And it was a
that
disaster too,
group,
wasn't it?
and yeah, she couldn't get it removed and couldn't. And then they were like, I think you should take this away. And she said, I think she did, you know, the delete where you delete it just for yourself and you can't for everyone else. So I think, yeah, it would be a fun day at the school gates after that.
God. I think I remember that. It was an absolute sight as well. wasn't
Oh, yeah, it didn't look well. It looked like it needed kebab sauce on
it?
it.
Just roadkill.
It didn't look well at all. And I mean, how do you come back from that? Do you know what I mean? Like, how do you come back from something like that if you're her? Do you just go, hey, listen, haters gonna hate?
What's the best way to see a vagina? You know, there's probably like tips on how to take a dick pic. You know, like fucking get the angle right.
Yeah.
Fucking get her all vascular.
I was gonna say vase, like Vaseline, shine her up.
Shine her up for certainly.
But what do you think the layout is? As a man who's good with photos and good with media,
You know, people
what
are
would
probably like, "Oh, I'm doing the full spread." You don't want that.
No.
You don't want to see the full spread.
I mean, I don't know whether you go full circle, but I think we get exposed to so much filth that almost, like, it's nice to just watch, like, people snogging. Just a couple of hot women. Oh, that does me right, you know what I mean?
I mean, being in the video stuff and like making videos and like,
Being a pornographer.
being a pornographer, I would literally be into the fucking production side of it.
Yeah.
Like, I think if I was on work experience, I'd be like, this is fascinating.
Yeah.
This is actually very impressive.
There was somebody that did that though. Who did like porn work experience. And he was like, it's a lot more cramped than you'd imagine, and there's bad smells. And he's like, you imagine it's class, but literally you're in a box room and someone's just fucking pounding you.
Someone in the ass, and you're just sitting there like fucking with a rodent.
I think he got a wee dose of jizz on him too.
Oh.
I think, which wouldn't be, I mean, ideal. Wouldn't like it at all. What would you rather get when your mates shit, piss, or jizz on you, like just on your clothes? If you had to pick one. So Aaron McCann, right? McCann's either going to piss, jizz, or shit on you.
I mean, am I just getting a wee bit on me?
Yeah, just
or am I to sit through a fucking like?
No, you're not
37
getting
second
bukkake. You're getting just a wee.
I mean, I feel like weirdly, one spritz of jizz would hit you and stay there,
Yeah.
and you could just go, oh.
Yeah, or flick it.
But if big load of piss hit you, it'd
Yeah.
be like falling in your jeans and all. You'd be like, oh man, this is a nightmare. And shit, I just don't want to go near the shit.
Yeah,
to be honest.
it's rotten. Kids shit as well.
I'd rather he pissed in my mouth than get hit any of his shit anywhere near me.
Yeah, I told you about the time I had
I
shit,
don't
didn't I?
Yeah, which is absolutely demented.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Did you talk about it in this?
Yeah, numerous times. That's all
Well,
I ever do
two
is
things.
talk about shit.
You thought it was what? A
Thought,
blueberry?
well, no, that was kid shit, but then it was a time it was just an adult shit that I thought was coffee stain in my hand. So I was in my old office, you know, when it was literally out the back of a fucking dumpster. And so I
It's
come
so
in,
easy.
lost the head with people and going, who the fuck's walking shit around here, you fucking dirty bastards? And Ben was like, oh, you? And like my shoes, big lump of shit on it. For fuck's sake. So I had to go around cleaning all the shit. As I sat down and started the podcast, there was a wee bit of like, looked like coffee on my hand. I don't know why. Even now, looking at it, there's a wee bit of doubt, but I had confidence in myself and it can't be shit.
Who's shit?
Shit.
Dog shit?
So I thought it was dog shit until I went out with a light on the way out and there was just a pile of shit with toilet roll on it. So I don't know who had gone back there to do that.
somebody
Yeah,
else's
so I
shit.
ate somebody
I
else's
thought you were
shit.
talking about the time you had. I mean, first
Yeah.
of all, you thought you were eating a fucking blueberry or something. That
Yeah,
was a lump of
off
kid
the ground,
shit.
it was just a
Who
lump
eats,
of-
well, number one, who eats a fucking blueberry off the ground?
Me? Listen, they're very good for your tummy's blueberry. You know? Not actual shit like, but
I mean, they tell you like they do that with.
it's so gross.
they do that with. I forget what it's for. If someone's been sick or they're trying to get your. Oh, I think it's if people have gut issues to like give them new bacteria for the gut. It's like a shit pill.
Mm.
I don't know where they get it from or how they make it, but they just give you it and they're like, there you go,
That'll balance your pH down there. Just get a wee.
It's
pop
something
it.
like that. It's like your gut fucking biome,
Ugh.
and they take it from a healthy shit of some other fucking vegan or something. You eat that, and all of a sudden you're all better.
Mm. But maybe, like, to be fair, I didn't have an upset tummy at all after that. It was great. It felt amazing. Better than a Rennie.
Better than a Rennie.
Better than a Rennie.
Shite.
But how do we even get on that disgusting fucking chat? Stephen Bear. So, point is, what advice would you give to Stephen Bear if he's shooting his porn? Does he do a good job at it? Is the porn you've seen decent?
No, just quickly, we were sitting at brunch the other day, and quickly I glanced on the Twitter, but a lot of gay stuff on there. Not like having sex with other dudes, but like there's a lot of him shoving things up his own ass in like sort of gay leather daddy type gear.
Nice. I mean, each their own. 'Cause, I mean, the algorithm on Twitter, does it just develop what you search? Because I was talking to Psychic Glenn yesterday, and he goes to me, Dave, it's just like watching Pornhub. And I said, Glenn, are you just looking on Twitter for? And he goes, no. Yeah, and he must have been like, maybe I am. So.
Yeah. Mine's like just a mixture of all the bad things in the world, basically. Street fights, probably porn, some sort of fucking animal attack.
A Mickey, just posting shows, doing a new tour next year.
Yeah,
and then spunk.
Just and spunk. Yeah, a lot of that shit.
Yeah, no, mine's just old football videos, like goals,
retro goals.
Goals. No, I'll not come out here and say I'm some sort of angel. Some Babsy occasionally. Yeah, see some Babs.
Tell me this: what's happening in the World Cup right now? What stage are we at?
Semi-finals. In fact,
who's left?
Argentina are in the final, so they're in the final, and then France are playing Morocco tonight.
Oh,
So by the time this is out, the World Cup will have been decided.
well, that's
There you go.
amazing that Lavery's is like sold out tonight, and there's a big match on.
Yep. But I mean, I was
Do you
going to
reckon
say,
all the boys at the Sahara Lounge are going to be fucking...
The
What are you
boy-
doing tonight?
me, I am going home to just look after the children. No, Catherine's working there with my mum and dad at the minute, so I have to go and collect them and then take them home, put them to bed. And
What time do they go to bed at?
about 7, half 7.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah. But I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. Am I doing something tomorrow night? Because I would like to get down and hang out. Because I loved Lavery's last week. I must say, a really good time. I like
Shane's
the...
down tomorrow night.
Oh, I won't go then. Fuck that. I don't need to stress. But I like the idea of just having a nice... Like, I like the green room's good crack.
It is just great.
I enjoy that.
I am enjoying these couple of weeks where I'm not actually on. I'm
Yeah.
loving them. I'm going down. I'm ordering some fucking Frank's hot sauce wings,
Uh-huh.
having the crack, and then I just go home after. There's no pressure of performing.
Yeah, and that's what's good because sometimes I think with comedy, I think when you become hardened to it, you do your set, you go home. Like you've, like obviously wife, kids, shit like that. You're just like, well, right, here's work, bye, see you later. I'm back to the gaff. Whereas we rarely get to like hang out at all now because it's all just like work. So that's why I'm excited about next week's pints. Actually, Mickey texted me and said, "What's the plan for it?" So that's it. There's just literally no
Are you
plan.
the captain? Do we have to get you a special hat?
Yeah, listen, I want the face of the guy from Captain Phillips.
Yeah.
Hey, look at me. I'm the captain now. That's
It'd be
what-
hilarious if you had the same body and a Somalian head. Be 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I would just look like a gumbo to Mario.
Somali boys, I mean, talk about, you could pick them out a mile away.
Yeah, they've got a vibe, don't
They've
they?
got a distinct look.
The Somali boys.
But then also, if a bunch of Somalis were like, get off this ship, I'd be like, you better take a few protein shakes before you start talking shit around here, bro.
Yeah, because you can imagine. How many Somalis do you reckon you could take out on a ship like that? Just hand to hand?
I feel like it would be like 10-pin bowling.
Yeah.
I would just run at them and scatter them all over the place. Or it would just be like I'm folding away a fucking blind guy's cane.
Yeah.
Just fold them up in the bits.
See,
Fuck 'em off the
they
edge.
don't just see those fucking Somali pirates. They don't just come on bare hands like the fucking guns and all, machetes with them.
Yeah, it's always a dodgy machete.
It'd be like, fuck up, you just, bastard. Yeah.
Just fucking an AK everywhere.
Yeah. Oh,
I haven't seen that movie. I should check it out.
Captain Phillips is
I
decent.
need to make a list of standard movies you should have seen so that you can reference them. And
Oh, I'm getting terribly bad at watching films. I used to be big into my movies, and then Catherine came and took my housemate away from me, who I went to cinema with, and now I just don't get to be happy.
Bitch.
Shame, but I love a good film. Have you seen any recently? You've gone, fuck, that was class.
No, we don't watch anything. We sit on a brand new TV, which we had to buy because the child wrecked the other one, and we go from like Disney to fucking Now TV to Netflix to everything, and be like, there's nothing good on anymore, and don't watch anything.
What do you do? Like, what's the move? Because for us, we get the kids to bed, sit and either watch something. I'll be on the computer, she'll be on the phone, or we'll actually sit and watch a series. But that's about the height of it. That's life.
The series thing happens about once a year when we find a series that we like both like.
And what was the last one? You were like, that's
Probably Bad Sisters. Have you seen that?
no. What's that about?
You would love it. Great writing.
Nice.
It's I think it was made by Apple TV, but it's based in Dublin, and you've got
Ooh.
like literally like 5 sisters who have one sister who's married to an absolute cunt, and they basically are planning to kill him. But then he dies, so the whole show is like jumping all over the place, like time wise. So you're trying to figure out, did they get to kill him, or did he die, or what, or did someone else kill him? So it's great.
I'll check that out because we're watching.
It's probably one of the best things I've seen in the last few years. Like.
Because we were watching The Handmaid's Tale at the minute. Catherine's very like, she'll just decide she doesn't like something. Like, it's too heavy for me. I just like to come in from work and switch off and just watch the fucking Kardashians. I want to watch heavy stuff. I like to watch stuff that makes me sad.
Yeah, like
all
the
the
other
time.
night
I like
I
that.
watched 4 Hours in the Capitol, which is about them fucking incels.
Oh, yes, on the
storming the Capitol,
Yeah.
which is great, and they all look like me, which is even more embarrassing. I was like, I'm watching this, going, look at these fucking. Oh god, just guys with like fucking murderer glasses, got a hat on, some sort of fucking camo jacket, all with nice cameras. You know, they're all there filming policemen and all. Like, you fucking traitor.
But do you not think they made a dick of themselves though, filming everything, and then the evidence are like, well, we've got all.
It was
we need
cringy
now.
as fuck.
Cheers.
It was cringy as fuck. I hate that attitude. You know, like, I've got, you don't have the right to do anything to me. You're like, get the fuck out of a government building, you fucking weirdo.
No, at one point I thought I did a degree in criminology, and someone was like, do you want to be in the police? I'm like, nah, because I lose my temper so quick.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Imagine someone comes in my bat and taser and shot. I mean, like, I would be a good police officer in the United States.
Did you watch Harry and Meghan?
Oh, that's another one. She doesn't want to watch that. She's like, I don't want to watch that. Don't like it. And I started it, and then she just came and decided to have a full conversation with me. And I was watching it on my phone, like, you know, eating a bacon sandwich, being like, do you mind?
Yeah.
Do you mind?
I think when you're doing comedy, it's a good one to watch just for the cultural moment. But
I mean, I think the hot take on that's just everyone's like, well, do you want to be if you want privacy, then fuck way off.
Well, that's it.
You know. And
her, like, the fact that she's all like, I just thought I'd met a lovely ginger gap tooth fucking gimp. You know, like, you're like, but come on.
Yeah, like,
you
everyone knows
crack,
Harry. Yeah.
You know the crack. Yeah.
I think it was Tim Dillon was saying on his podcast this week that she's like,
that's one of the best podcasts I've ever heard in my life.
She's an actress.
Yeah.
You know, that's what she like. Yeah. Of course she knows.
And even when she's doing like the wee, you know, bits to the camera on the phone, she's like, it's like an audition tape. I just don't know what to do anymore.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, awesome.
Do you know what? I would like the royals to just, like, see now the Queen's dead. I'd like Charles to just be, this is how we do business here. And just come out and be like, you tell you what you can do, fuck way off. Buy her own house, you're getting no more out my dough, fuck that.
Yeah.
Those wee fucking cocktail sausage fingers.
Sit here. Yeah. Grab my fucking cock with these sausages. Have a jolly old time. What about that episode of The Crown? Have you seen that?
Don't know.
Where some guy, like, he didn't bug them, but he interrupted, like, the frequency of their phones.
I thought you said bucked them. Like, I didn't buck them.
I was going to say, but, like, got, like, an early, I think they maybe, like, an early version of, like, a mobile phone or something. Or, like, a radio. I don't know what the fuck, but he was able to hear it. And he was like, oh, Camilla, I wish I was a pair of your underpants. I wish I could just live in your underpants. But knowing my bloody luck, I'd be a tampon and I'd be flushed down the toilet. You're like, bro. So, royals having phone sex. Like,
yeah.
I wish I was a tampon up inside.
Yeah. Oh, the very sexy for
a little queef pocket.
And then you heard about Prince Andrew and his bed, did you? All the teddies. No. You heard this one? There was a guy who, I think it was maybe Vice, did a series of like short pieces to camera of like various guys with different interesting roles. So like there was one guy who was like a first responder in 9/11. He just telling the story. This particular fellow was like security counsel for worked at Buckingham Palace, front of the house basically, and he was like, yeah. So who were some of them? Like, he's like, yeah, a few of them were dead on. Like, it's a big deal, you know, Harry was signed and whatever. It was a bit of a problem with Prince Andrew. He's a bit of a cock. Like, he would have come out and he said, like, he would have been very dismissive of people, and like he would have had people come to the castle like outside of like arranged times. So whenever you would have had to have everything lined in, Andrew would have just like come in the fucking car and be like, let me in. I'd be like, right, fuck, go ahead. He said that his bed had like 74 teddy bears on it, and they were set in a certain way, and he had a laminated picture of the teddy bears, so whoever was doing the room up would be able to set it up just to Prince Andrew's specification, so he could set a child in front of it and just chase all over them. Yeah. You know what? His ex-missus, old Fergie, she still lives in Windsor Castle, so she must have gone to him, listen Andy, here's what's going to happen. You're still paying me money, I'm living here, and I'll not tell everyone what a fucking dirty bastard you are. And he's like, sound.
Well, I think their whole business is like, just don't bring any shame on the house.
Yeah,
that's all. That's their job. It's like, you fucked a child. Shh, don't say anything. You know, like that's all they do.
Yeah,
it's like, just no, we're not going to get involved.
Out of sight, out of mind.
You know.
But
Diana she might be starting to go out with the fucking guy from the Middle East. Put her nail wall in Paris.
Yeah. But apparently too, if you've seen the thing that the Queen's favourite child was Andrew, and she doesn't like Charles. Apparently he's like, but say what you want about Andrew, but he's sound. He's a good son to his man. He can do what he wants, but
he's some pub.
He is alright. But his interview, that's the best thing that's ever happened.
Oh,
the greatest bit of television of all time. And they're like, are you did you sign this off? Is that you've let Andrew do his interview? And they're like, what? Like, Andrew's doing the interview at BBC. You're like, oh bollocks, oh fuck, Head in there. Don't sweat. You know what? I didn't know she was fucking 12. It's like, what's he doing?
I think that photograph has been photoshopped.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. There's loads of them, Andrew. You know, technology these days, mate.
Oh, man, deep fake, have you seen
Yeah.
it? You couldn't fucking tell the difference at all.
There you go. Speaking of deep fake, do you need to go to work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
I need to go and collect my kids.
Go and collect at children. I'm gonna go.
With children.
fucking Eat some dinner.
Where are you going for dinner? Are you going to Lavery's?
I might just eat at Lavery's. Their wings are great.
Nice.
You know.
What'd you have last week? You had something nice last week? Was it a burger or a sandwich or something? Was it nice?
I don't know if I had anything last week, but then all them boys were eating, but it looked good.
Fuck's sake.
Chicken burgers, beef burgers, you name it.
I'm having baked potatoes tonight because we bought a whiteboard for the fridge because I'm a fat bastard. So if I can just write what I'm having every day of the week, I'll stick to it and not be like, actually, I'll do falafel tonight.
I lost 11 pounds in 4 weeks.
Go ahead. Just from eating well, you
Just eat
said?
better. I
Yeah.
know it's not probably like, I mean, I'd probably need to lose about 50 before you'd see a difference.
Mhm.
But like, yeah, just try not to eat like a wanker. Like.
But say what you want, but your wee niece, that's what I always notice when I lose a bit of it. My niece go, fuck, this is good, there's
Thank
some
you,
crack
Jeff.
here.
Thank you.
Oh, cheers. Like, I can actually get down and like lift beans off the bottom shelf of a Tesco, so I don't have to get on my knees and crawl. There you go.
I don't know, I just feel a bit like, because you're consciously not eating as big a lumps of shite. Because I would just be like, starving, eat loads of shit, be stuffed and hardly able
Yeah.
to see, and then starving again.
Yeah, I'm very much
Now
the
I'm just
same.
like, let me just eat. No, like, I'll eat the wings tonight. Oh, the only other thing I've had today, some eggs.
Yeah, there you go.
And then I'll have some wings. But the boys fucking
Stacked?
Ketoed up round here.
Yeah.
We did see these traps coming in, bro.
Speaking of keto, if you eat all that shit, I could literally eat your shit and it'd be quite tasty. I wouldn't even mind.
You know what your history's like? You're
Yeah.
getting really into it.
It's like-
Let me eat your shit, baby. What'd you have for dinner? Why am I talking like this? What'd you have for dinner last night, big boy?
You keto girl?
Let me see that keto shit
Oh,
box.
just lying on there like a fucking ice cream machine.
Let me see that keto chocolate factory bit. Doing the full LL.
Yeah. Yeah. Like this, if you're going to eat ass, at least, you know, don't have shit attached to it. No, just wipe it out. Baby wipes.
Baby wipe it out.
Yeah. If that's anything you take out of this podcast, we had listeners' questions, but we've talked shit too long, so you just have to fuck yourself soon.
Send them over.
What
I'll
else I was
pre-record a
gonna
video.
Yeah.
Stick them over the Patreon.
Take care. Cheers.
What was just no worries. My first shot here. If you want to join me.
Yeah. Oh, aye.
Great.
I'm the sly guy.